Alright, alright. Give me a second while I set stuff up. Give me a I miss anything? No, we kind of just started. You can hear me, right? I want to make sure my mic is working. Alright, good. Alright, this is the shit for the build. As you can see, we are doing a Fredbear's. Ignore Fredbear. He's perfectly fine right now. But, we gotta get shit to fix him. Which means we gotta go down to caves to get string from spiders. Because I don't feel like beating up a bunch of striders or cats. What traits do you have? No, it's not worth killing you. Not this time. Camera guy looks familiar. Well, it's not a camera. It's a pan. Where's all my good food? I mean, I could bring cookies with me. This will probably be useful. Have I not been cooking anything? Okay, well, I guess I gotta do a lot of shit then. So, like, the most part of this plate, we make FNAF blocks for the mod. I mean, that's not quite the goal. Okay, I'll give you guys the rundown for the YouTube folk of what the goal of the mod is. So, basically, the mod leans very heavily into the style of vanilla Minecraft, which a large part of Minecraft's style is giving you the tools to make anything you want without those tools being too specific on what they are. Like, for example, this is a really good wall block, but it is named as a pillar, and it can be used for anything. This top texture for like the black terracotta pillars make for a really good tire texture over something like polished black stone. But they can also be used as regular pillars. My bad. I'm not sure if that fixes anything. I'll try going a bit lower. Like maybe a bit more. Is that any better? I might have to turn up my microphone volume. I guess for now, though, I just try finding where the hell all of my food went. Dang, I guess I ate it all. Alright, good. Oh, yeah, and if you guys have any questions regarding the new update 0.4, feel free to ask away. I'm fine with giving commentary. Game audio not change? What? Okay, well, I guess I just lower it in Audacity then. I mean, shit. OBS then. Uh, for the most part, these streams were on Discord though, and we did a lot of shit. I have a full diamond armor because we went to trial chambers a while ago. I should probably get some more fuel as well. I think bread. Bread is good. Alright, we sleep when we can, and we will go down to the caves, kill a lot of spiders. We will probably need a shit ton of string. I might need to tweak the balancing for it. Just give me a few seconds to do some stuff. Alright, it's gonna take a while. Here is the farm. Lots of sheep, not as many pigs, very few cows. It's not much, but it's what we're working with. And we have a tree farm, even though it doesn't look like it. And lucky for me, our animatronics are not possessed at this current moment, so we won't be dealing with them. Now, I say it is a suitable time to fuck. Okay. Jesus, I forgot they tend to do that. I'm just gonna dispose of the bones. If the survival gameplay gets too boring, then we can probably go in creative. on another world and just mess around there. For now, though, we have animatronics to take care of and repair. Ooh, shit. Okay, yeah, we should probably stock up on coal. I should probably get better enchantments. I think I have a lot of lapis back at the base. Headset jack is bent. Foot rigged. Are you okay? Is that what I think it is? Holy shit, that's what I think it is. Oh my god, free spiders. Okay, well the loot kind of sucks, but come on. Okay, I think it's spawning now. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the spawners speed up as they start spawning. Oop. Where'd the other one go? Oh, tricky little bastard, aren't you? Oh, we even got a spider eye. I'm not sure what those are used for, but cool, I guess. Just gotta make sure nothing spawns over there, but I'd say we got pretty lucky. We could probably use the bones for bone meal, if that's something we ever need in the future. Breed armadillo with my guess. I don't think we're on that version. Actually, we have vanilla backport. Yeah, no, alright. Come on, buddy. I'm not sure if 9 is enough for now. I want to get just about an entire stack, just in case. Two animatronics will probably be easier to manage for now, but it's still going to be a lot of work. I'm not sure if there are better methods of spider farming. I don't really want to set up any sort of farms aside from like wheat farm, I guess. Like mob farms, iron farms, stuff like that. I feel like it's kind of just like much more engaging to just do it the classic way like this. And we also have to go back to the nether to get more quartz for the walls. guess it's a guaranteed drop for string, though. Alright, well, I'm gonna go out into the cave. Hopefully we'll find some other stuff that we need. And then we will return back to the spider spawner. And I hope that something interesting will be going on with it. Oh, wait, this is a mine shaft, right? And I've been in here. I'm not sure if there was a cave spider spawner here, or if cave spiders drop string. I do remember getting very lost in here, though. Okay, well, I hear spiders. Might be from the spider spawner. Oh, wait, no, we're on the opposite end. Okay, yeah, no. I forgot. Has to be within a certain range for this spawner to work. I guess we go back into the mine shaft for now. Not much FFP gameplay here, but it's fine. I forgot why I sealed this up. Kind of forgot a lot of stuff that was going on here, though. Wait, this should be a... Yeah, that's a good source of string. Okay, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, no, this is really good, even if it's just one string per cobweb. There should be a lot of cobweb in one mine shaft alone. Well, there's coal, which we do need. I haven't really been keeping up with ores. And I will probably have to go mining for diamonds. Alright, good. Now, cobweb time. And iron. That's good. What was down here? Is that lava pit? I think that was a lava pit. I think there was a cave spider spawner in here. And I'm really hoping I'm not misremembering, because that would be an insane source of string. Yeah, there is one thing I want to show off, and I will get to it when I can. And if I'm lucky, when I can is very soon. Assuming I didn't get lost in here again. Okay, well, good news is we have a stack of string. Okay, now we have a stack of string. Which means we can head back and hopefully get to it. If I'm not lost again like last time. That's not... Is this it? I think this is. It is. Definitely, for sure. Yep, that's it. I'm just gonna grab a bit more string. Alright. Well, good thing is we don't need the cave spider spawner. I will check up on it though, just in case. I mean, we will eventually when that runs out, but for now. Is FFP fully survival friendly? Is there stuff that's just for creative? Um, Full survival compatibility is the goal, but I'm not sure if it's fully survival compatible. It should be, but we might have missed a few features. I think I missed it before release, but some of the big doors might be inaccessible. Okay, it's just the big spruce door. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure like everything else is full survival compatible. If it isn't, though, we will go back and fix that in like the next patch. Oh yeah, a few systems. Oh, what's up, Dag? Best door Satch. Okay, well, I might have to go ahead and drop a patch just to fix the big spruce door not being accessible in survival. Like, even though the mod is technically fully survival compatible, we still want to redo a lot of systems. I'm getting my ass beat. Okay, I'm not dealing with two creepers. We're going back to peaceful like last time. I don't want to test if I have mob griefing off or not. I need to work on doors more. I woke up late. I'll take your time, Deg. But Deg has worked on a few doors, and they're looking pretty banger. So I'm looking forward to getting those added. She finished one before release, but it was more focused on actually getting the update out. I just didn't want to make you guys wait any longer for the update, because I'm pretty sure it's already been a pretty long wait. Right, that should be everyone. Yep, 29 pieces too. Alright, good. Which means we can now go ahead and fix you. Okay, yeah, no, I was right. That does take like a lot of wool. Yeah, no, the copper door is pretty good. I'm I'm gonna wish you the best of luck with the weathered variants. I don't think they'll be too hard, but I guess we go dandelion hunting. Oh yeah, they added a golden dandelion in the latest snapshot. And honestly, I think it's a really cool way to go about adding a feature to stop baby moths from aging. I've seen someone complaining over on Twitter about them not using golden apples, but I feel like the golden dandelion just adds so much more over just using golden apples. Like, sure, golden apples are an existing feature with more uses outside of baby moths, assuming they were going to add that. But honestly, I just like the dandelion way more. Like, glisten. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, the golden dandelion has a few more decor opportunities over, like, glistening melon or golden apple. Like, I understand wanting them to use an existing feature. I gotta heavily disagree with the poisonous potato item, or the poisonous potato, because the moment you give the poisonous potato a use, it immediately kind of ruins the purpose of the poisonous potato. Because the entire purpose of the item is to be a balancing item. It is only there to make sure that, okay, potatoes are already a pretty good source of food, but with the poisonous potato, you kind of get like a lesser yield than you normally would. And then you have to dispose of the poisonous potatoes and all that. It's purely there just to make sure that regular potatoes aren't too broken. Also, yeah, no, I agree. The sniffer just needs more flowers. And with that, our My bad. Our beautiful yellow bear is done. Poisonous carrots and beets. Why just potatoes? Okay, well, to be fair, potatoes have baked potatoes, which are like a pretty damn good source of food. I wouldn't say the same for a beetroot or a potato or carrots. Yeah, no, the intended use is survival mode, and I'm hoping more people do play around with it in survival. It's a large part of as to why I'm doing these streams. But I did add a few features for the creative mode peeps, just so they aren't completely left in the dark. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show this earlier, so first of all, these have been completely renamed. Stan's budget tech is the same, but this is now Carrie's costume castle. This is Freddy Bear's utility shop, Building Bear's plush shop, vintage auction, Fred's arcade and games, and Mark's machines. Like 3 of those are references, and I think 2 of them are fairly obvious. This one, not so much. But here is what I wanted to show. Oh yeah, first of all, Helpy in the catalog. He will be supervising your purchases. And we have a guidebook now. It's not a full mod guidebook, but it should help with setting up animatronics. Like as you can see, there's a little diagram for the placement of suit pieces and items. And then there's information on healing the endos. And little fun graphics. Is helping an actual like toy or animatronic you can make. The plan for Helpy is for like Helpy to be physically included is just as a plushie. When the catalog is fully overhauled and fully reworked, plushie or Helpy will play a more significant part in the catalog. And I also want to include him in the management book. But if we're talking like an actual physical character or animatronic, then I will probably only include him as a plushie. Because he is the same size as like every other plushie in the mod. We go to Plush Haven. Or is it? No, it's a plush shop. As you can see, Helpy is pretty plush size. I think the only thing that would be done is changing the arms and legs to be a bit more stubby. I think the torso might also need to be changed, but it should be fairly easy. For now, this will go in our backstage room with Sparky. Oh yeah, it basically contains information on everything regarding animatronics, which means show times, setting them up, and even stuff like villager possession or what these set types do. Now, information may be a bit lacking right now because eventually the animatronic system will be nearly completely overhauled, including showtimes, which means the animatronic guidebook will have to be overhauled as well. Hello, your videos. I recommend stay. Oh, thank you. We've been working pretty hard on the update. I just realized. Okay, good, good. I forgot I gave it a recipe, but I'm glad I did not forget. That would have been very detrimental. I do have a question, or at least two. How many animatronics do you plan on adding? Do you plan on adding toys and other forms? Crap, it's a skill of VTuber. Eventually, the toy animatronics will be added. The main reason we haven't added them just yet is because, like I said earlier, the animatronic system will be completely overhauled. Suit textures bug out. Yeah, no, Deg was working on those, but we never got around to finishing them. And we will probably either include them in the animatronic overhaul update or the next update. It just depends on when they get finished. To big back on how many as like black lights are special. Okay, we probably will not be doing FNAF AR skins or blacklight skins, but something I really want to do is festive skins or like holiday skins. Like, I want to add Dreadbear as, or at least a Dreadbear reference skin for a Halloween suit for Freddy. Can't wait for toys. Oh, nice. Yeah, I know, but with how these suits currently are, if we added every AR skin, that would be a lot of bloat for the mod, especially for the creative inventory. I do plan on fixing it by making a custom tab for the plush suits that will hopefully be way less cluttered and easier to navigate, but that won't be for a few updates now. But in terms of holiday skins, we do have Freddy Frostbear. Yeah, but like I said, we can't do the toys or the fun times or the glam rocks just yet because the animatronics in the current releases aren't our final plans for the animatronics. Actually, I want it right now is the camp. The mod's pretty cool, but oh, don't worry, we definitely plan on adding cameras, and we have some pretty cool plans for them, but they might not be as customizable as the surveillance package cameras. But if you do want a camera mod that fits with the theming of FFP, you can try out Vista. I think we have it. Yeah, Vista. The only downside at the moment is that it doesn't include any sort of tablet, but there are cameras that you can place and link up to monitors. Eventually, we will have our own in-house camera system that fully works with FFP. Has that? Yeah, Security Craft has that. It's just that Security Craft is a bit at the moment. But unless the Fastcraft team does it first, we might be the first FNAF mod on this version to have a fully working camera system. What's the name? Surveillance package or Fastcraft? Which one were you referring to? Catch the name. Camera mod. Oh, Vista. There. It's made by the same team who did supplementaries. I'll leave it up for a bit. Yeah, no problem. I forgot when we added this, but I'll show it off regardless because it's a fun little feature that I like. If I can find where I put my fast tokens. Oh, I might have to get more. Unless I put them in the pizzeria or diner. Alright, getting more it is. Should just be in... I should probably make it give you 16 fast tokens. Craft a mod pack around this mod and listen to the stream. Alright. This is super difficult. Yeah, no, it's probably the best option right now. Unless you're fine with Security Craft. The only issue with Security Craft at the moment is I don't think it has actual monitors like Vista. But otherwise, the mod is pretty good. And we did get more rupees for that. See how rich we are now? I do want to add, eventually, there will be actual ways of making money, and the arcade machine method will be completely removed. But what do you guys say? Do we want to move into creative and mess around with building? Oh, yeah, it also has compatibility with the mod, was it, Die Depot, which adds a lot of other dyes for you to use. What's up, Drastic? I guess something I can show off, go ahead and do is setting up our animatronic. Okay, well, what trades do you have? Abysmal trades, as per usual. Trust me, eventually I will get around to actually having decent storage. Eventually. I have rubies. I'm gonna take these over to the ruby chest. Another concern a lot of people had is, will customers be added? And eventually they will be. We will have an entire update planned around them. What are you using? Yeah, it's on Java. Modpack. Units that are freshly made. Uh, that's kind of odd. I'll try looking into it. I'm not sure what would be causing it though. Oh, okay, what's wrong with you? I might want to stand back then. Yeah, that's not a very good sign. Also, I want armor in game 2 will be villagers. Yeah, customers will be villagers, but they will be a custom mob, just so we don't have to mess with villager AI. It's a bug. I mean, two guys. They killed life and murdered me. If there's any villages nearby, I guess my sins have come back to haunt me. All those wandering traders I've killed. Insane. Let's remove them. Might be why. Yeah, the main reason why we haven't done customers yet is because they basically require everything else we want to do to be done first. Otherwise, it's kind of just something we can't do. But we have a lot of plans for them to be pretty quote-unquote dynamic, I guess. Or to have like a lot of fun ways for them to interact your pizzeria that we're hoping people like. But if not, there will be no refunds. I guess I gotta go get some dye then. Alright, okay. Well, I hope you guys are ready to go on a trip. No refund. This one honestly feels more interactable than managed one. Place them here done. That's all left is building. We can build it. That's cool. I think I've gotten a few. I think a few others have said something along those lines. But that's nice to hear. That's kind of what we're aiming for. It's like with Management Wanted, 1.4 was apparently incredibly rushed, so the survival gameplay isn't the best. But with FFP, we're fleshing it out over time, and the end goal is a very interactive pizzeria simulator taking place in the world of Minecraft. I will drop it off right here now. Oh. Part of management wanted isn't rushed. Okay, well, they're taking time to flesh out the mod for 1.0. So props to them. It seems like they're actually taking their time with the features. I guess the only difference between us, ignoring the huge gameplay differences, is that we've been fleshing stuff out from the start. Should probably do reduce. But yeah, I'm hoping everyone likes the end result because I know a large part of this community that we're in kind of prefers content mods with a lot of content, building blocks, props, etc. Use a few mods. Yeah, that's fair, but Neoforge is basically the meta right now. I've been here, and now I have to get out. Alright. Oh wait, no, I have deep slate. Okay, good. But yeah, people prefer mods with a lot more content, and I understand not liking FFP because it lacks stuff like the toy animatronics, and that's something we're actively working towards. And I have toys, I have plans to make the toys, the unwithers, and the puppet very unique and like to give people an actual reason for using them over the classic. But people also like mods that have a lot of decor and props and stuff, which isn't entirely working, which isn't entirely what FFP is about. Bring the mod loaders meta is crazy. Mod loaders meta actually managed to confuse me for them. Right? Twice. Alright. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Aries. Fabric has had a few controversies that I'm not fully sure on the truthfulness of, but they're there and they're why I won't be doing fabric anytime soon. And also, I've just been working on Forge since the start of my modding, so kind of easier for me to work on Neoforge. Trunk suits also helpful. It's something we considered, and like I might do it in the future. But at the same time, I'm not fully sure if it's worth adding. I mean, the mod is all about customizability and being more free range than other FNAF mods. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it's quite something we'll do. And I think if we do it, then it'll probably be after the full release is finished. Make more arcades, please. Yeah, no, we're working on that. We have a big list of arcade machines that we want to add. It's just that we're kind of focused on other stuff. Yeah, no, I'm aware. I'm helping out with that mod. It's just that I personally wouldn't go for fabric. But yeah, I could see coloring suits as like a neat little kind of OC maker. Like the mod already lets you easily add custom flesh suits by just coding them in. But I think for people who don't have that knowledge, then coloring suits might be the next best bet. Focus on the mod right now. Bug patches or... for now, it will probably be bug patching and some other features that are kind of on that were kind of on the back end during the entirety of 0.4's development. But now that 0.4 is out of the way, we do have time to actually get to those. I say we go back to building. No, what different color? Yeah, that's fair. But I'd say like the main focus as a whole for the entirety of the mod has just been building up to a full-on management update. Oh yeah, and I have something neat to show you guys. If you guys are making mod packs with this mod, then I highly recommend adding etched. A very cool mod, as you can see. Essentially just lets you import any disk as a, or any, what was that? What? I'm not going crazy. You guys heard that too, right? Okay, well, if you're gonna make a mod pack, I highly recommend adding Etch. It lets you take any SoundCloud link or audio file link and turn it into a custom music disc. Freddy title on the inside is off. True, true. Oh yeah, we did make a few minor improvements to the flashlight. As you can see, it now has a bit of easing for it, and it is less bright than it used to be. I didn't get many complaints about the flashlight brightness or the lack of easing, but I did get some feedback on it, and I'm hoping this makes the flashlight better. Eventually, the lack of shadows is something we will address eventually, but doing that is kind of difficult. Oh, yeah, okay, I will go over what the mods add, or what the update adds for those less in the know. So first of all, I'm not sure why it isn't working here. Wait, I might have to reload the world. Okay, well, for some odd reason, the catalog doesn't want to work for me, but in the catalog, you can get the oil bucket, which can be placed inside cauldrons. And if we get... Hey, I'm gonna put these out real quick. If we put a campfire under it, it starts boiling. Pretty mass work. I made a feature. I made a feature in 0.4 where you can take any suit head and wear it without being damaged like you normally would. Just so you can have like spare suits that are spare suit heads people can use, like in FNAF 2. And so now, if you take French fries or cut potatoes, actually, I'll just show the better part of that. Take a steel knife, which can be crafted like this. You take the cutting board, which can also be crafted. You can now cut up fries into potatoes, or potatoes into fries. And once you have those, you can put these into the cauldrons. Alright. Now, if you give it a bit, they turn into French fries. But there's also a bit more. So, alright, for example, if we take milk, leave it in the cauldron for a bit, we then get a block of cheese, which can be cut up into a cheese wheel, which then can be further cut up into sliced cheese. Now, if we take water, sugar, I think, and sweet berries, where's that little motherfucker? Come on. Where are you, little guy? There you fucking are. Get back here. Okay, yeah, that is also something that tends to happen. If you leave pizza out for too long, rats will start spawning nearby. If you don't want to deal with this, you can go to the game rules and do rat spawning false. Do anything. They're kind of just there. Eventually, they will have a negative impact on your pizzeria's rating, and the customers will be scared of them. But for now, they're just there. Now, back on topic. If we heat this up and do some mixing, I think this should be a recipe. I might have to check it. Okay, I will have to. Okay, it's 2 sugar. Take 2 sugar. Is it heating? No, it's just mixing. Okay. And you give it a bit. I might have fucked up the recipe somehow. Yeah, I see. Okay. There we go. You can now turn this off. You can get a bottle. And now you have a bottle of sweet berry jam. Now, if you get butter, which can also be made with the mixer and cauldron, with milk and sugar, actually, I will go ahead and do that. Sugar. Mixing. No, this is a feature the mod adds, the redstone hand mixer. It is part of the kitchen update. Alright, now that we have butter, if we get dough, we can then go into a crafting table, combine these, and now we have sweet berry grotto, which is a Swedish treat that my girlfriend made for the mod. And there's also glowberry grotto. And I have also revamped how the pizza making is done. I will skip certain steps and just get the required stuff for the recipe. Actually, I will show this because it's a feature that I'm very proud of. Get a tomato sauce bottle, tomato, sugar, water, and then we heat it up and do that. The actual recipes take a while. I'm just speeding stuff up. Get it in a bottle now. As you can see, it is now a rolled out piece of dough. I think it's... Okay, it's tomato sauce first. And then you get cheese on there. And now you have an uncooked cheese pizza. But you can also put pepperoni on there. Now you have an uncooked pepperoni pizza. You can also get dried kelp. Which, yeah. And now you put them in a smoker with coal. Wearable suit question. Will you make origins off and have character suits you can wear? All suits will probably be wearable. I'll give you a quick example with one of the animatronics once this finishes. Pizza. Alright, first of all, I need to test this out. Okay, so villager, sword. As you can see, the versions that don't kill you. Um, That is something I do want to address. I mean, is there like, okay, I will have free roam animatronics, but they won't walk around at night, mostly because it's not very lore accurate. The entire reason for the walking around at night is a crappy explanation for the animatronics moving around and killing people. Oh yeah, I probably will. Mascot suits is something I do want to do, and spring lock suits are also something we plan on doing. It's just a matter of when we're doing them. Alright, I will give a little example of the rat spawning. Whoop. Okay. Okay, well them spawning in the air isn't intended, and I'm not sure how it's doing that. Honestly, I probably won't do mascot suits for the toys, but I will do like general mascot suits. Right. Boss. Rat. No more rats. If you do want to spawn them in yourself, though, there is a spawn egg. It'll probably be like pseudo classics, like probably similar to classic Freddy, but with design elements from other Freddys. I will probably wrap up the stream soon, so I will showcase a few other features that were added. First of all, if I can find it, okay, here's a tweak that a lot of people complained about, and a lot of people are going to be happy about. Cake Bear? Maybe. As you can see, there is no longer a required order for this. Okay, well you do have to place the torso first, but there is no longer a specific order that you have to do it in, like last time. I think we fixed that last patch, you should no longer have your items completely disappear when purchasing them with a full inventory. Okay, well, I could test it if I could open the catalog. Do you decide when to add other mascots? I was just saying having to stay and fairly work. Or resist where maybe. But in terms of armor, they won't really necessarily be armor, or at least that won't be their intended use. Right, this is something I showed off a while ago, and I'm sure you guys noticed if you paid attention, but we finally have diner booths, though in the mod they're referred to as steel chairs or cloth chairs to go along with the cloth tables. We also have these tables. This one will probably be retextured later down the line, but Balloon Boy mascot suit. No, I hate Balloon Boy too much to do that to you guys. See, we have also added a few new cardboard cutouts. Monty, Bub, Fredbear, and Spring Bonnie. And we added a few new posters too. Jam, prizes, and 2 Fredbear posters. If you were part of the poster contest we held a while back, if you remember the poster contest we held a while back, you will recognize these posters, and the creators of the posters have been put in the, or have been credited. Also, yes, there is a Fetty poster, but it is a painting. And there is also, this was inside earlier for anyone who paid attention again, but there is now a Fredbear painting. Now, what else have we done? Oh yeah, Freddy has been completely remodeled. And the damaged variants have been retextured as well. Another small change you guys might have noticed is the jaw on the endos. Their lower teeth have been moved to be part of the lower jaw itself. And we have also made a minor change regarding the eyes. As you can notice, the pupils are now slightly gray, and they now change to match the texture or the dye color of the eyes. So as you can see, they are slightly blue now. Now, for the damaged variants, I'm gonna need a lot of iron for this. Okay, there it is. He has a bit of withering now. Not a lot, but a bit. Actually, I can probably... Alright. And as you can see, he is now fully withered. His ear is missing, replaced with a few wires. There is a lot of withering around the joints. And a small detail I've added as a little reference to how Scott does his withering. The withering on the arms and legs is the exact same as the opposite arm and leg, but it is slightly rotated. Like right here, I think, and right here. So a small little detail for anyone paying attention. For the time being, the other animatronics have not been touched, mostly because I wanted to get out the update soon, and that would have been like a lot of work. But Shadow Bear and Yellow Bear have both been retextured as well. Otherwise, they'd break because both of them use the Freddy model. And we've also added blue checker trims, and all of the trim blocks have received top textures, which means you can now do this. And if you want the white tiles, you can just use like diorite. So they no longer use the ugly concrete texture as their top texture. That was more so a remnant of when we still had like a full FNAF 1 wall set. We've been meaning to get around to doing a top texture for them for a while now, so we finally have that. I think that's mostly it for now, unless I'm forgetting something else. But if you need the help with the new recipes that zero point 0.4 adds, then the new recipes are all fully compatible with JEI or just enough items. As you can see, cutting board recipes and cauldron recipes and deep frying recipes are all compatible. Oh yeah, same thing with sewing stand recipes, but that's been in the mod for a while now. And they are how you obtain classic shadow bear, classic yellow bunny, and classic yellow bear. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them now. Otherwise, this stream is done, I guess. I'll give you guys a bit just to ask any questions. How do you defend against the animatronics at night? That will probably be addressed in the next update. Or the next full update. The actual next update will probably be a patch. Plans on add cameras? Yes, we are planning on adding cameras sometime soon. Alright, well, that was fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you guys later. Bye.